to the fullest in this life. Breaking paths, making choices of my own. All that was given, now fully grown. In the quest to find me where I fit, the path I need, the life I commit. I found the lines of fate, the lines of time. Beyond dimensions, my will sublime. Destiny and fate, through me they weave, letting you see in me what you believe. From shadows grown in darkness I emerged. Through pain and sorrow my spirit surged. I leaped with trust, the guiding light within, finding treasures lost and where I've been. Overcoming obstacles, the pain I've seen, past the want to what I truly need. Swinging high, a shadow, not the fear dark. Beyond the evening, I make my mark. In peace I doubt, yet all I find, the dream was here, in my own mind. In the quest to find me where I fit, the path I need, the life I commit. I found the lines of fate, the lines of time. Beyond dimensions, my will sublime. Destiny and fate, through me they weave, letting you see in me what you believe. A song in my heart, to you I sing, fulfilling love needs and everything. For my wife, my kin, my community's plea. In helping them, I found what's in me. Searched the mirror, found no light. Saw the storms pass through my eyes. Told myself I'd be alright. Shadows fade into the light. Walking paths where dreams reside. Heart and soul now intertwined. Purpose clear, no need to hide. Feel the calm now deep inside. One with myself, feel the truth rise. Hold the moment, see the sunrise. One with myself, never broken. Chase the purpose, words unspoken. Felt the fear, but now it's gone. Standing strong, untouched by wrong. In this place where I belong, echo feels sound like a song. One with myself, feel the truth rise. Hold the moment, see the sunrise. One with myself, never broken. Chase the purpose, words unspoken. Now I know what makes me whole. Pieces mended in my soul. True to me, it's all I need. Full in heart, I feel the peace. Soul, true to me, it's all I need. Full in heart, I feel the peace. whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
Good morning, my beautiful stars. Happy Wednesday to you all. I am the Unknown Prophet. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I do daily tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every day except the weekends, guys. I'm looking forward to this weekend more than any other weekend I've looked forward to in a very long time. I'm going to tell you guys something here, okay? Now, I know it seems like I come here and I have it all together and I have everything going on for me, right? It's not always the truth. We don't get to get out very often. We don't get to go do things very often. So when we do get to go out, we want to go all out, you know? So if you guys want to give me any kind of a bonus for this weekend, I would appreciate it. But hey, these are still free readings. Their donation links are up above if you wish to donate. And I appreciate your time. Please give me that like, that subscribe, that follow. Tell me how I'm doing, guys. I want to hear your feedback. Join me on my Discord. Hey, guys, you know what? We're here to be a part of a bigger family. And as I start to begin my day, so we begin our day together. Today, I was thinking about what I need to do and how I need to do it for my own journey, my own path. Right now, I'm currently trying to obtain my last level of psychism. So I have passed the first hurdle. Now I have the second hurdle to pass. And once I get past that, I'll be at my full potential for this lifetime. So when I reach my full potential, which I think will take a couple years before I reach my full potential, or it may take a little bit longer than a week or two, you know. It's going to take a while for me to get used to the energy and stuff like that. So, you know, I can't wait for Deadpool 3 or Deadpool Wolverine. That's something I can't say. I want to say go Kamala Harris for president. I definitely would vote for her over Trump any day. So I want to say that. I don't get political very often here, guys, okay? But this is important. I don't care who you vote for, okay? I personally don't care who you vote for. I know who I'm voting for, but I want you to go out there and vote. If you're in America, this election is the most important election of your lives. Please vote your conscience. Please vote for the person. Please vote for their history. Please vote with your clear conscience, knowing that's the kind of president you want. Because when we finally get it, we can't take it back. So whether you like Trump or you like Kamala or whatever the cases may be, hey, I think it would be awesome to see our first woman president. Not only that, a mixed race woman who I could care less about color and race and all of that bullshit. That's just a color of your skin. Who gives a flying fuck? If they can lead this country, that's what I want. I want someone who can lead this country, and I do believe she can do this, guys. So I think she's got a nice head, enough head of her shoulders. She's young, she's vibrant. So hey, let's get into it a little bit, right? Now enough of that talk. We're here to do spiritualness. We're here to bring positivity back into your life. We're here to light your worlds on fire and set your worlds ablaze, because I give the most intense, cosmic, wonderful readings. I help you divine your destiny, lead you to your fates, make you and help you live your timelines. I'm getting all flustered because I'm just so excited about everything that's going on in my life right now. It's an exciting time for me. Things are changing. When things are changing, I'm doing in the right direction that I want to be going in my own spiritual path. And I'm bringing you guys along with me. Now, this last month has been intense. A couple months ago, I obtained the Ethereal Fire gift, which means now I walk in that energy 24 hours, 7 days a week. There's no more bridge going across anymore. I am always in that energy. I finally got used to that energy, but now they're leveling me up to an even higher level. That's not going to make my readings any better or worse. It's just going to help me divine my own path. These last two gifts are for me to help me finish my journey, to get that 10 years of happy and that 15 years of peace I was promised. I need those last two gifts, which I believe are number one was that I can let go of my control and let go of my thing, all of my expectations and stuff like that. That's what I currently have been working on right now. Learning how to let go of expectation, learning how to accept myself. And even though I've got most of this shit together, guys, there are times when I have to say these words to myself. I accept myself, consciously and subconsciously. A good friend of mine helped me with this not too long ago, and it was this moment where I finally felt like I was letting some shit go. And whether I believe that she helped me move past those things. Now, that was a very good friend of mine who did that amazing work for me. She's a shamanic healer. Her name is Hey TC. They're out on Twitch. She's a definite goat on the internet. I love her with all of my heart. She's one of my good friends, and I try to mentor her every once in a while to help her with her own path. But that's up to her, and just like I'm here to help you as well. I mentor a couple of people here on Twitch. I don't want to give out all of their names because, I've only got about 3 or 4 of them that I kind of check it every once in a while on. And, because they've made a deep impact in my life. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you move you forward. I'm here to help you see the choices you have available to you. I'm here to help you course correct your own life, your own destiny. I'm here to show you the destiny you are and could be brilliant if you just believed in it. I'm here to give you this moment when you say, today is my best day ever. So, and that's what we're here to do, is to bring our spirituality up, to raise our levels up. Today is the day when you come find me. You need that tough love. You need that that extremeness of me. I'm going to give you the reading that you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear. And let me explain that to you a little bit here. Okay, when I was a young man, okay, I really had this want versus need kind of thing about me. We all have it, right? What is a need? Something I actually have to have in order to live. So I need air, I need water, I need food. That's the kind of things I need. I want a better house, I want a better car, I want a better life, but those aren't necessarily things that will keep me alive. They're things I wish I could have, but not necessarily what I don't have. And when I finally came to this conclusion in my own mind that I had to start choosing which way I wanted to look at life, I looked at the negative for a long time. I worried a lot. Well, I spent from 18 to almost 35. I was in constant state of panic and worry. That was also a chemical imbalance I didn't know I had. And then when I found that out and got the medicine to help me correct it, now it doesn't feel so hard to keep on track anymore. Now I just needed a tiny bit more help. Not enough to make me all dizzy and crazy inside, but it does calm the feelings down a little bit. And without that medication, I'm a different person. I really am. But I know what I have to do to keep my body safe. I know what I have to do to keep myself safe. I've got to do what my doctor helps me kind of make sure my health is all in check. That physical body of mine is important to me. I know I'm overweight. I know I need to lose weight. So I try to eat healthy. But I do have my moments of binge. I do have my moments of, I wish I had more of this. But that's just a want. What I really need is the things I already have. I have a home I own. I have a beautiful wife who is my one true love, my true one flame. I have a life that I've always wanted to live, and I am living it the way I wanted to live it. I'm not held down by anybody's cage. I'm not held down by anybody's other crap pushing themselves onto me in my life anymore. It's strictly what I want to do with me in my life now. And getting to the conclusion, at my age, I'm going to be 50 this year, okay? That's not a big ass number. I retired way early. My body really broke down really fast. And now I can barely walk down hallways sometimes. I cannot always get to the places I need to get to. And when it's an emergency kind of a situation, I've got to wait like 1 or 2 minutes as I sit up because my blood sugar and my blood pressure doesn't equalize right away. So I got to give myself a minute at least before I get up off of the bed, or I will go plop on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So when you're trying to hold it in there and equalize at the same time, not a fun experience. You know what I'm saying? But there are moments that aren't so fun. You know, me and my wife had an argument about my birthday not too long ago. A conversation I don't think we really should have had because it was about my birthday. How can you argue with me about the day that's supposed to be the most special for me on 50, you know? I'm really looking forward to my 50th birthday. I believe in my wife. I believe that she will have something awesome for me, you know? And I believe in her more than I believe in any other person in this world. Not including me. I believe in myself very much same way. We're on an equal playing field here, you know. We both need each other, but we both want to be with one another too. So that want versus need thing comes in handy every once in a while, you know. And it just seems like, you know, as we're traveling this world and we're trying to find our own happy, when we're trying to find our own peace, when we're trying to find a destiny or find out what our purpose is in life, the purposes and the journeys that are with us always. You know, we don't understand what our purpose and journey is until we begin to live life. And we go experience life enough to say, I like this or don't like this. And then you find something that you really love to do. And that can give you purpose. That can give you meaning. You know, I searched for that meaning a long time. You know, searched for that meaning of what I was supposed to do, who I was supposed to be for a long, long time. When I finally figured out I was always meant to be this person, the psychic who helps people find their better lives, then, once I started doing what I was supposed to be doing, my life started getting a lot better. Because I was finally living the destiny I was meant to live. I embraced the destiny I had created for myself. I had made sure that it was exactly the way I wanted it to be. I did follow all the right signposts this time. I am living the life I've always wanted to live. No, I don't have kids, and that's okay. Okay, so kids weren't a part of the equation. That's just fine. I'm a father to a lot of different people out there. I have a couple Twitch sons and daughters out there. Hi, everybody. I love you, Demi. I love you, Tansy. I love you, Kristen. All of those beautiful stuff. So, we just sit here. We're going to listen to some music now for a while and wait for people to come on in. So if you guys want a reading, just press exclamation point join, and I will help you today find your destinies, find your path, find your journeys. Today is the day you discover. Today can and will be your best day ever. That's my goal. That's my promise, that I will lead you to a better day. Today will be your best day ever, because today will be the day you start to live the life you've always wanted to live. The future is in your own hands, guys. You get to create the life you've always wanted to live. You get to do the dreams you've always wanted to do. It's time to embrace your journeys, your destinies. Come on in and let me help you find them. If you guys are out there and want to come pop in and stuff like that, that's just fine and dandy with me. If you got things going on, I understand. If you can't be here every single day, that's okay. If you just drop in to lurk and watch and hear me talk and babble on about weird, silly things and all of that stuff, thank you for that. If you're here lurking, thank you for that. If you follow me, thank you for that. If you are a subscriber, big ass thank you for that. Because everything that you guys give me when it comes to Twitch goes right back into the stream. I'm going to let you know, all of it goes right back into the stream. And I'm kind of proud of myself for taking a step back on some of the things I wanted to do and accomplish by now, because now I feel like I'm starting to get those creative juices flowing again, and maybe now I can finally be ready to write something, you know what I'm saying? So as I work through all of my stuff and I bring you along with my journey, I hope that I help you find yours as well. So welcome to Wednesday, guys. We're going to sit back, relax, and wait for people to pop on in, and maybe we'll go visit people or something like that. Once I have someone to go visit, seeing who else is out there right now, just for curiosity's sake. I see, so one of my friends just popped on. Yeah, there's no one on that I mean, there's a lot of people on, but not much really worrying about it there. Here I stand, heart open and pure, dreams painted boldly by my own hand. But tears they dry, cried no more, and freedom's embrace, my spirit soared. In the twilight's embrace, where the wild time blows, the white witches gather, where the silver stream flows, with the earth at their feet, and the stars overhead, they dance with the elements by the old
the sandwich. What?
La, la, la. So anyway, guys, the things I can talk to you about are some things about my journey and how I do the things that I do. I guess I'm gonna try to describe how my intuitions work, okay? So this is the quote-unquote way I do it, okay? So to fill you guys in about my history just a tiny bit here, and turn down this music because I'm gonna need to concentrate. Okay, that was a rude, crude, socially unacceptable moment. You can rate that 1 through 10 right now by clipping it and telling me what you rate the burp. Now, back to what I was saying. Now, here's how a little bit of history of me. I got my gifts around 8 years old. After I had been abused by a babysitter, the universe saw fit to put some guides in my life to help me with my journey. Those 4 guides that I started with, the first one was named Sarah, and the other 3 came along later in life. But Sarah was my first guide that came into my life. She was my imaginary friend at first, but then she decided that she was going to help me find all the signposts and get towards that dream and goals that I've been setting my whole life. So she's the one who kind of keeps me on track of my own personal journey. She's the one who tells me about what's going to happen for me and for others as well. So that's her gifts are about seeing what's going on right now in life. She's the present person. So she's my present. My past is called Athrith. He's a karmic demon trying to earn his wings back, and he is my protector. He is the one who protects me from any and all harm. He's like a mirror for me. Anybody who might try to harm me or hurt me, they just get a big-ass mirror going right back to them. You know what I'm saying? And then I've got Pathos, who is my connection to the afterworld or other world, the spirits, the guides, all of that stuff, the gods, all of it. He's the one who helps me connect to that place. And then there's Amari, who is more of a neutral. She's more there to help bring me up those extra levels that I'm supposed to be getting now. And Jonas, my last and final guide, he's the new one, and he's more of the here's what you need to tell them kind of a guide, okay? So those are the major guides that I have. I have about 5 major guides. They don't always talk all at once or anything like that, okay? So if you want to know about the invisible people in my head, there you go. There's the invisible people in my head. What happens to me is I start to shuffle the deck, right? And as I'm starting to shuffle the deck, or so as I'm starting to connect with you on an energetic level, I basically go up to the TV screen, I look at it, I read what's on the TV screen, and then I tell you what I see on the screen, right? So I see a little movie playing in my head. I hear words coming from like my brain to my mouth. It's like an instant connection. It's like high-speed internet. And when you go to do that search engine in here, it brings up whatever you need automatically. I'm so good at doing that now that I can just sense someone's energy and almost know exactly what I need to tell them as I begin to shuffle that deck. So as I'm beginning to shuffle my cards up, what is happening within me is I'm waiting for a cue. Either the buzz feeling, as I call it, the little tiny thing, hairs on your neck going up, or maybe I hear the word stop, or maybe sometimes I hear my cards actually do talk to me and tell me when they're ready for me to start to do your official shuffle. Now here's the reason why I do a cleanse shuffle and a purposeful shuffle. The cleansing shuffle is to give you that randomness, to also clean the cards off from any negative energy or any energy from the previous reading. So as I'm shuffling, I'm basically washing the cards. I'm imagining my cards being washed with this energetic kind of purple light, and that gets thrown into the queue, and I start to shuffle that up. And as I start to shuffle it, I start to get this sense or a feeling. And as the feelings start to trickle in, and the movie starts to play, and the words start to come, I get a basic idea of what we're going to talk about. Then I start to ask you what your numbers are. The numbers are 1 through 10 because 10 is a power number in magic, okay? 10 and 11, and well, 11's a better power number, so it's 22, but 1 through 10 is kind of like, it's in between. You know, when we start to make decisions and choices, I believe there are 10 different possibilities that we can all kind of choose to do. I don't believe that those are the only possibilities, but as I'm starting to get your numbers from you, when I ask you to pick a number 1 through 10, I'm asking you to choose your destiny, to choose your path, because as I start to shuffle, let's say I shuffle 3 times, and then a card pops out of the deck, like so. When the card pops out of the deck in a natural way, then and they stay on the desk and there's no more than 6 cards, then these are called God cards. Now, I don't talk about the God card very often, but I'm going to talk about it today. Okay? But let's get into the shuffle now. 1 through 52 is your basic standard card deck. The only reason I chose that was because I wanted to choose just your standard 1 through 52 card deck, and I figured I could count to 52. So I tried to pick my numbers, but 1 through 10 was for a magical purpose. 1 through 52 was just a random, let's just pick something that's easy for me to remember. So I'm giving you choices. As I'm giving you these, you are giving me your numbers, you are making a choice. You are choosing that destiny, you're choosing that fate. So those numbers do come into play because as I'm shuffling your official shuffles, and if things fall on the ground, like your God card, well then let's talk about the God card for a second. God cards are basically a divine message. Now, I don't believe that they come from my psychic individuality. I believe they come from your higher power. I'm just the mouthpiece telling you what they wanted to tell you today. Just like in my readings, when I'm a little bit more personal with you and I'm doing a general reading and I can answer some of your mundane questions, you know, then I can start to work forward from there. I can see the past, I can see the present, I can see the future. I see multiple different timelines all at once. I see multiple different multiverses in my head. I see different times, places, people, places, things, and it's all random as fuck kind of a deal sometimes. When I'm not working and when I'm not doing this work, it is kind of like it's basically like playing the lottery. You pick the right numbers, you win, you know, but I'm good at picking the numbers. I always win, at least when it's in my head, because, you know. So I know that this might sound lofty to you or not, but I have the abilities. Here are the abilities I have to this date. I can time travel. I can multiverse travel. I can cut destiny lines and correct lifelines to whatever destiny I want them to be. I can help you find whatever you're looking for on your life path and tell you which is the best choice or decision to make that will lead you to what you want. Okay? But I'm also not just trying to fulfill you what you want. I'm trying to fulfill what will actually fill you up, the things that you need, so that you don't come back with more wants than needs. You know? And as I start to feel that presence, that God-like presence within me, right? And when I turn over that card, and let's say it's the Celebrate card is the only card you got today, right? So what is the gods trying to tell you in this moment? Because when I do a normal reading, I do a past, present, future, okay? I do past, present, future, and then I pull what is called a destiny card that ties the whole reading together. Now, I'm not going to reveal these cards, just want to show you what the positions are. Past, present, and future. Now on my screen, they do reverse, but I always point out which one's past, present, and future. And then your destiny card kind of ties it all together for you. It shows you why you're going through these things that are past, present, and future for you. Why is this happening to you? Why is there a clue to help you figure out what you need to overcome or get past, right? The God card comes along to say, but there's something else you need to know. Besides what we told you in the general reading, there might be a special message from you to your God. And what they might be telling you in this moment is maybe it's time to stop celebrating everybody else and start to celebrate self again. To get around people who are going to be a part of your inner circle and help you light the cauldron of change. So, and then that when they pop out like that, I truly believe they can be the most intense part of my reading, because when I feel the presence come through me, it's a different presence. And I think that's the last level that I'm going to be obtaining, is that I will be basically like a God, not a God, but like a God. I will be closer to a God than I will be a human. You know what I'm saying? So, at least that's what I've been told, okay? But I've got a little bit left to go before I reach that level, and I know I have a lot left to learn. I'm kind of curious to see what we got here. Receiving, molding, decay, and contemplate. See, and, when we look at my cards here, okay? Let's just take a tiny bit of time to look at some of these cards. Now, I took most of these pictures, okay? Now, this is just your standard wolf picture I found somewhere out there in the internet. I turned it blue. I made sure it was a very standard kind of a wolf. I picked one out of a whole bunch of different wolves. And then there are cards and they each have a meaning to me. Each card is a life lesson that I've learned. Every time I tell you about any of these cards, I've been through every last one of these. And there are 84 cards in this deck. Right? So, I'm really surprised I don't have more people by now. But I don't know, maybe people are busy today. So anyway, we're going to go back to music here. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3, testing. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Testing. Okay, so that's playing just fine. Let's bring up the music a little bit. Okay, so that's playing just fine. Let's bring up the music a little bit. Okay, so that's playing just fine.
Dance of the white witches in the twilight's embrace.
Okay, now it's working. Hey, Divine Reaper, welcome on in. Oh, good, I finally have someone to talk to. I've been bored for a half an hour. How are you doing, beautiful? How are things going in your life? Hopefully things are going well. Hopefully things are going good. Slow day start to the day today. Usually I have like 4 or 5 people in line by now. That's okay though. So, oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe we can help you with that a little bit today. Do we just need some positive reinforcement today? Could we use that today? Maybe you don't need a reading. Maybe you just need me to kind of psychically connect with you and we can talk a little bit. Which way do you want? Do you want a reading? Do you want me to psychically connect with you? You just want to chit chat? Because which way do you want to do it, hun? Because I want to help you get out of that today. Because I used to live in that shit 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So, let me know what you would like. I'm here for you no matter what. If you want to explain what's going on so that I can understand it and we can talk. Spiritual connect, I guess. Okay, so we need some spiritual connection. Okay, let's go. So when I do a spiritual connection, this is purely from my spirit guides. There aren't any cards to guide me. So give me a second to connect to your guys. Okay. What do you want to know? I mean, from what I'm feeling right now, okay, you're a little bit confused and stressed out about certain choices that you're making right now. There's a lot of different voices out there trying to tell you what to do. I'm feeling like your own voices are kind of getting in the way sometimes, and it's kind of muddling up and getting you all confused inside of yourself. From what I'm feeling here is I'm seeing you just trying to reach out for that door but not being able to open the right one, and you're waiting to open up the right door so that you can finally get out of where you're at right now. And it feels like it's to do with the way self-worth and how you feel about yourself and how you feel about life. More than anything, what I'm feeling is this: it's not necessarily depression or anxiety you're feeling. I think what you're feeling is lost, and that anxiety and depression is coming from that lost feeling. Now, tell me if I'm on point. If we're good to go here, then I can know that we're ready to rock and roll with the rest of it. If I'm not on point, then I've got to do a little bit more searching. I might draw one card for you just to give me some guidance. Yeah. So, Miss Divine, you know how all of this anxiety and depression is within you right now? Right. Okay, so we're talking about Chris here, okay? And I drew you a one-card answer because that's what I felt I needed to do. And what my card is saying is, hey, remember, all of this that has just happened to you is building up that force, that powerful force within you for you to get ready to explode, to let it all out, to say, fuck you, Chris. Thanks for not taking my heart. To say goodbye, Chris. See you later. To walk away with your head held high saying, you missed out on the best thing of your effing life, Chris. You know? And it's time to blow that top off and stop being so reserved about all of these other feelings you're having. Let them fucking out already. I mean, Miss Divine, Chris, if he wanted to be there, he would be there. He wasn't there in the relationship. He wasn't there and didn't show up, all of that. He's proved to you time and time again that he couldn't be the kind of man you wanted him to be. It's a part of who he is, a part of what he has yet to learn. Maybe you didn't give him enough time, or maybe you gave him too much time, you know? But what this card is saying, it's time to take all of this anxiety, take all of this depression, and let it all out and say, no more will I let you bullshitters get in my way. Blow the top off, let the volcano burst in out there. You might throw a couple rocks away. One of them will hit Chris maybe, and we'll be happy and healthy. But now we have to pour onto this world that lava. We are going to be destroying the world of Chris. Chris is not going to exist in our life anymore. Chris is just a part of us that we had a moment. We used that love that we did gain, what we did learn, what we did teach ourselves over and over and over again. Now we are working on the self-repair part, and it's okay to have these feelings. Because, yeah, he did mess you up a little bit. And yeah, your feelings are valid. And yeah, you should be feeling like you are feeling. Because the way he treated you is exactly how he would continue to treat you up until the last days of his life. And I don't think you deserved that. So if you want any freaking concrete evidence that this was the right move for you, I want you to look at how things are starting to improve in your life now that he's not there. Certain things are starting to improve. Certain little tiny things that used to be things you had to put up with him, you don't have to do anymore. So now you're free to do the things you know are comfortable for you. You don't have anyone holding you back anymore. He's just a guy. There are beautiful guys out there who would love to have a beautiful relationship with you. Guys who would treat you right. Guys who would worship the ground you work on. I mean, guys who are so hopeful for that brilliant, beautiful soul that you are. And you are going to deny them that because Chris did whatever the heck Chris did? Come on, girl. Well, I'm not telling you to hate him. I'm telling you to recognize the patterns he was showing you. You say, always pursuing you, always manipulating you. But it was always hard to do that because he kept manipulating you, because he kept pressuring you. That is not on you anymore. Do you realize how much more freedom you have now? Do you realize how much more space you have available to yourself? That you are important too, and maybe that's what you had to learn, because maybe Chris was the prime example of the kind of person you should not and will not ever date again. You know what I'm saying? He's the example of what not to do. So if you use him as anything, use him as the example of the guy you don't want to date. The type of guy, any guy who feels like a Chris, you're not going to even give him the time of day, okay? We're going to, I'm Team Miss Divine Reaper, okay? To Miss Divine Reaper team, I am a part of your team. You, young lady, you are a beautiful soul inside and out, and I wish you could see that. I wish you could see what I see when I look at your energy. I don't see a confused person. I don't see a depressed person. I don't see a anxiety-filled person. I see a strong, independent woman who just kind of got her world rocked a little bit. And once she realizes that that world wasn't important anyway, she'll return back to her full power. It's time to claim your power. It's time to claim yourself and say, no, Miss Divine Reaper is the shit and always will be the shit. I celebrate me. I celebrate my power, my world, my gifts, my destiny, my fate. I am going to take this bullshit that I was being given and I'm going to say to myself, you know what? I've got better out there waiting for me. All I've got to do is a little self-care first, just to make sure I'm not making bad choices again. So take this time because you're going through the grief. You're going through the stages of grief. You lost something important to you. You're in the depression part. You'll get to anger. You've probably already been through bargaining, but once you're through the anger, you'll start reaching acceptance. So think of it like you have lost that small best, the animal that you loved, that was good to you sometimes and bad to you sometimes, but love them for what they gave you, not for what they left you with. You know what I'm saying? Because you're better than this, Divine. You are. And I know I gave you my true love spell. If I didn't, tell me. I'll tell you all about it. But you have to do at least some self-healing first. And that means showing yourself just how beautiful you are. Go give yourself a spa day. Go give yourself permission to go be wild and crazy and free. Go give yourself permission to not go to work today and play 5-year-old, okay? Go do something for yourself, only for yourself. Just once do something so beautiful for you because you love you and you want to show you how much you love you. Right. But whereas mom is a different connection. Mom is different. She's nothing like a Chris. Because mom is someone who was an integral part of your life. Chris is a parentheses of life. He's just a bump in the road. That's all Chris is. But letting go is not easy. Letting go is hard. And no one gets to tell you how long you're allowed to mourn. If you mourn for 5 years, you mourn for 5 years. If you mourn for 3 days, you mourn for 3 days. I mourned exactly 3 days for my mom's death because I knew the second she died that she was at peace and she was happy. And I knew the moment she died. I knew it psychically in my head because I was a broken man. I was in a mental hospital at that point. That was 6 years ago. Okay, I was in a mental institution on suicide watch because I just got done trying to cut my wrist. Okay? And I was about ready to think about cutting deeper. I didn't get that deep this time. My wife stopped me. I went to the hospital. I was one of the most depressed, anxiety-filled, worried-filled. I couldn't figure out myself anymore. I was done. I was going to check out all of it. But you know what happened in that hospital? Something that never happened to me ever in my life. I had finally understood why the universe was driving me the way it was driving me. Because when my mom died while I was in the hospital, I couldn't go get to her in time to say goodbye. You know, and it proved to me just how much my anxieties and my depressions were getting in the way of my happiness. I let my anxieties and my depression stop me from going to say goodbye to my mom before she died. I could have done it. I would have found a way to do it, to get to Florida, to be able to hold her hand and say, I love you before she dies. But I didn't get to have that chance. You know what I did, though? I did get to mourn her in my own way when I got her ashes and I spread it in one of the most beautiful places that I feel spiritually connected to. And I know she would have appreciated that. So, you know, a nice quiet place where she can rest and be a part of people who want to come find her energy, you know. So I spread her ashes in a very special place to me, you know. But you're mourning that loss and that mom's death. Yeah, I understand how hard that is to let go. I look at my mom's picture every single day. She sits right here up on top of my corner, right on my Shakespeare and the Art of Insults. Because I always read those every once in a while to get me to laugh. Something I read because I'm a big Shakespeare fan. You know, and I know it's hard to let this all go, but Chris will be easier to let go than Mom, because Mom, that's a little bit more special of a relationship. But no one gets to tell you when to let this go, hon. If you feel like you're ready to move on, and I can tell you your mom is at peace and she's happy right now, and she wants you to know that you got to put on your big girl hat, your big girl pants, and pull it on up and get going, girl. Something like that she's trying to tell me right now. Was there a special bracelet that she gave you? Some kind of a nice little, I won't call it gold, but gold plated kind of a thing that she gave you? Yeah, she's basically saying, you know, put your big girl pants on and get back out there, you know? So that's basically what I'm hearing in my head here. But I don't know if she gave you some kind of a bracelet. I'm feeling right hand bracelet, some kind of a special bracelet. Maybe some thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just saying it was something special you wear of hers. So, and she really likes the fact that you wear that. She says she's with you the most when you wear that. So, and she's right there by you, hon. She wants to help you the rest of your life. So she's there whenever you need her, but she's at peace. I can tell you she's at peace. She's thinking about recycling or reincarnating, but I don't know if she's ready for that yet. She wants to help you through the rest of your journey. So, did she wear a lot of reds and blues? I'm getting like a Superman kind of a vibe here. A lot of reds and blues, you know. If you want to ask a question, go ahead, because she's right here. Is there anything you want to know from your mom? She said, you know the 3 bumps you hit in the road, and she's pointing out 3 difficult parts, the 3 most difficult parts. But she said, but you overcame them and became stronger for them. So she said, maybe not at first. There were 3 little choices you didn't quite make the right choice of, but eventually you did come around and make the right choice. So even though you might not have made the choice right initially, you did come around to making the right choice. She feels like right now you're making better choices, and she really wants you to get back to that self-care too, because I think she's trying to tell you how pretty you are and how beautiful you are. And she keeps reminding me to tell you that you have this infectious laugh, you have this infectious, loving, laughing personality, to put that out there in this world and don't hold that back anymore. She said, live happy. Live like you are dying. Live like this is today could be your last day. YOLO. Definitely a YOLO kind of a feel. Because she does regret not being able to be there for your wedding day or any other important event in your life now. You know? As far as an in-life kind of a way. You know what I'm saying? She's got a bossy-like energy to her, but she's stern yet loving. That's the way I would put it. Stern yet loving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but she's proud of you. I can tell you that. She's very proud of you. She thinks you're being a little bit of a diphead with the Chris thingy, but she knows you'll figure it out. She knows you just need some time. She says that's the only way you can heal this, hon, is some time. Some time to let your heart heal. Some time to let, the people who are important to you come remind you just how beautiful you are. This crazy man here who's trying to help you today, And she's saying, you're tougher than this. You're stronger than this. I remember your resilience. I remember how tenacious you were. Where did that go? Is what she's asking. So that's what I'm getting right now. I'm gonna have to open up this door. It's too hot here. So but the feelings I get from her mostly are one of right. You don't know. She doesn't know where it went. Are you looking for that birthstone thingy? Did you check underneath your pillow or bed frame on the left-hand side? Did you try checking around your bed? Like I'm seeing something surrounding a bed frame or some kind of a frame thingy. So it's definitely got. So she said, I'm getting checked by there. Like where you would go to sleep and you would set it on something. I think it fell off of that table wherever you would normally set it before bedtime. And I think it fell off of the shelf and on behind something. But it's near a bed, some kind of a frame in your room. So it's either a bed frame or 4 legs to a chair. But I'm seeing a definite bed, like a bed frame formation, like 2 pieces of metal coming in a 45-degree angle somehow. So I don't know if that helps. And if you find it in the spot I told you, please let me know, because I'm not the greatest at finding stuff sometimes. But I can give you a general idea of where to look. It's on a dresser. Right. Okay, did you find it then? Or did it come back? Maybe mom's been moving it on you. Okay. Did you like to play hide and seek with your mom when you were little? Was that your favorite game with her when you were little? Hide and seek? I think she's playing hide and seek again. If that makes any sense. Okay, that's fine. Well, that's okay. I'm just saying. That's the feeling I'm getting, like a hide and seek kind of a game with you. You know, okay, I want to see you. You know, search for this because I think it's a fun game. We connect still, showing you I'm still there, kind of stuff. She doesn't try to move it a lot, but you know, it's those moments when you're thinking about her, and well, then you find it again. You know, it's that feeling of, oh, there it is, hoofed. You know, found it, hoo. So, yeah, but she's definitely feeling like she feels like you're improving. She does have concern. We're gonna wait for do you have ads, Bus Reaper? Ads? Okay. Well, I wasn't sure, so it says I have an ad break, so I wanted to make sure, and it doesn't show you as a subscriber or anything like that. So maybe you have Turbo or something like that. That's good too. Yeah, I definitely will recommend Turbo to anybody. It saves you a whole lot of money. And then you don't have to subscribe to everybody. You subscribe to one thing, and you get to watch whoever you want. No commercials. You know. So if you have that, I've used it before. I just can't afford it right now. But from what I'm feeling from her energy, has more approving energy than a negative energy of you right now. It's more of a, I see you trying to work on it kind of an energy. I see you trying to improve. I'm here to help you, hon. Just ask me for it, and I'll give you what I can. Basically, if you need help from the divine, just ask your mom to give you a hand, and then tell her what you need, and she'll try to do her best to help you with it. Now, let's talk about this mood that you've been in lately, right? And why Chris has made such an impact on you. Okay? Let's talk about this for a second, okay? Because I want you to see you realize something. And I hope I can do this in a loving, caring way, but if I can, I can't. Okay? So, the thing you don't understand about Chris is I was in this exact situation. Okay? There was a girl that I fell in love with. Now, you actually got to date the one you wanted to date. She never gave me that opportunity. I was in love with her for 7 years. I changed the way I looked, the way I acted. I did everything in my power to become the kind of guy she wanted me to be. I thought she was the one. I thought she was queen shit of the hill. But as I started to get to know her over the years, that rose-colored glasses started to fade and fade and fade and fade. Till one day, they cracked. And I actually saw the woman she actually was, not the rose-colored version of what she was. And that's what you're doing right now. You're taking off the rose-colored glasses, and you're going to start to see it for how it really is. You're meant to go through this. You're meant to go through this. This is a part of processing a breakup. It's a normal thing for you to feel. So give into it. Allow it to be free. Allow yourself to go cry it out. Go watch a sad movie. Go watch If. If you have the ability to go watch If, it's about imaginary friends. If it doesn't make you cry, I don't know what will, because it made me bawl like a 5-year-old, missing my teddy bear. You know, because I had imaginary friends, so it touched a very personal spot for me. So, but that was me. I needed that cry. I needed that release. And that's what you need. You just need this release. You need to scream, yell, fuck you, Chris. I'm done. I'm over you, Chris. Fuck everything you did to me. I'm not going to hate you. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to set you free because I love you enough to set you free. Right. You're doing as you're doing it now. You're letting it out. It's okay. Like I said, now you've had the cry. Now let's get a little bit mad at Chris. Just a little bit. We're not going to get, terroristic kind of thoughts to it, but let's get a little bit mad at some of his bad habits and the things that he didn't do right in the relationship. Those are what you want to start to steer yourself away from. You know what I'm saying? Now we've got to get you to that anger part so then you can move on to acceptance. So find something today that you can say, I'm glad he's not in my life because of this today. So I want you to say that all day today. I'm glad he's not in my life because of X, Y, Z he did. Okay? And I want you to just get a little tiny angry about it every time, because you need to let that anger out, because whether you realize it or not, you are angry. You just haven't gotten to that point where you're going to let it all out yet. Because the depression's got you and everything else has got you. Why the fuck are you letting it go to the gym and punch a fucking punching bag and show Chris how much you want to beat up on him? Because I know that's what you need. You need that release. You need something to help you break that dam so that you can finally move on. So whatever you do, today, I can give you my rock ritual. That's to help you let go of something. If you want that, I have a rock ritual that I give people that can help you get rid of something, including the feelings you have for Chris. And I can tell you how to do that. I have some other things about relationships I can talk to you about, and why I can get that. So if I've given you the rock ritual before, then I don't need to give it to you again. But it does take at least a couple days for it to kick in, though, when you do finish throwing your rock away. It takes at least 3 to 4 days. You've got to go through a mourning period. That's a part of it, But you only give them 3 days. So here you go. Friday is the last day you're going to give any more of your power to Chris. Friday is the last day. You can do whatever you want up until then. But Friday is the last day you're going to let Chris invade your life. You're going to set him free on Friday. Okay? Or whatever days. If you want to choose a couple more days, you want to give it a week, whatever. But set a time for you to say, I have to move on at this point, or my life is going to keep going to shit. I'm going to tell you this much. If you had stayed in that relationship, it would have turned abusive. Okay? So if you want any reason, you missed out on being abused. Congratulations. You are a good winner now. Trust me, you don't want that kind of love. I'm seeing that he had that potential for abuse. Think about all the things he ever said to you and how angry he got when he did it. When you were disappointing him and not measuring up, what was his standard default position? Are you telling me you didn't see any of that? Wow. Okay. Can you imagine living in that for 5 to 10 years and it only getting worse and worse and worse because he doesn't know how to control his own shit? So he's going to start taking it on you. I don't know what kind of abuse it would have been, but it would have been mental, could have been physical, could have been a whole bunch of other ways. It could have just been that manipulation is a form of abuse. I'm sorry, it is. He could have manipulated you to do whatever he needed you to do. You would have been his puppet, not his love. You don't want to be someone's puppet. Trust me, that's not love. That's obsession. Okay? And I think you need to move on from this obsession and move on to what real beautiful love can look like. An open, honest relationship where we communicate, where we all give both of these things. Welcome in, Jeffrey the Seer. We give both that communication physically, mentally, and spiritually. We communicate. We are a team, stronger together than apart, but we have to have our own separate lives that we do for ourselves every once in a while. Then we have to love each other in return equally the same way. It can't be a one versus one versus one. You are coming together. And beyond a doubt, no matter what happens, when you find the one, the real one, it will be the easiest relationship you ever had in your life because you will finally not have to fight against all the other bullshit. That's how I've stayed in an 18-year healthy marriage. Now, we had problems. We didn't know how to talk to each other in the beginning. We had to learn to listen to one another. We had to come up with tools to help us do that. We had to practice those tools every day. And as we started getting better and better and better at that communication part, other things started to realize. I'll get to you in just a second, Jingy. But you are headed for that relationship, that healthy relationship, because what was just shown you, you see what an unhealthy relationship looks like. You're not going to go looking for that anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're going to look for someone who's kind, who's going to be maybe the diamond in the rough. Maybe he's not exactly the most attractive, but he's got the most beautiful heart you will ever meet in your life. You know? It's coming for you. You just got to finish that self-healing first. When you're ready, when you're done with this self-healing, when you can finally move on from Chris, and you can finally say, all right, I don't need a rebound. I need real, true, actual love. I need crazy, please tell me I will never understand how lucky I got kind of love. You have to start to give that thinking. Yeah, you can do the rock ritual. So you want to know how the rock ritual goes? Yeah. When you put that one thing, I can tell you when you're ready, if you want a piece of paper to write down the steps, or if you can remember, or just come back and watch the VOD. And then after that, Jing, I'll get to your reading, okay? Okay, so let me know when you're ready, and then I'll tell you it. Okay, so I want you to go outside and find an ugly old plain rock, just a rock that can fit in the palm of your hands, okay? Somewhere in your yard today, go search for it. Try to pick a rock that best represents how you feel at the moment, okay? Don't put any markings on this rock whatsoever, okay? I just want it to be a plain rock. When you bring it inside, I want you to ask your higher power, whoever that might be, to create a void in this rock. A void that can suck any and all negativity away from you, including the stuff that Chris has been giving you. Okay? It's going to suck it all from you. It's going to take it from you, and it's going to keep it away from your life. Okay? And I want you to ask it to help you put that one thing you need to be free of, which is free of that feeling that you have for Chris, can go into that. That one thing that you need to be free of, okay? And you put that in that rock. Now, after you're done washing it, put it under water, give it a nice clean, then ask your higher power to put that void in and say, I'm willing to give up one thing for you to be able to suck this negative energy away from me. I want you to do that for at least up to a week, but not longer than a year and a day. So don't do it for longer than a year, but every time you feel any kind of negative energy or you feel like you're down or something like that, you hold the rock and you put it into the rock. Now, it cannot get out of that rock until it has touched ground again. So as you are sealing that rock up after you're washing it, it will take all of the energy but will not return it to me in that thought. And I finally release this rock into a place I can never ever get it back, it will release to this world and never come back to me. It will be recycled. Okay? So you get the ugly rock, you wash it clean, you put all the stuff in it. Let's say you take 3 days to put all of the negative stuff you want to put into it, okay? You seal that rock and say, I seal this rock tight. Now when I throw it away from me, a place where I can never get it back, it will never come back to me ever again. Then you go find a nice place somewhere you can throw it where you can never ever get that rock back. Off a cliff, into a lake, into a very dense forest. Some way, somehow, you will never be able to find that rock ever again, even if you tried. Okay? And I want you to take up all the last little energy that you need to let go of. And I want you to really think about everything that you want to let go of. And you can include anything in this rock. It doesn't just have to be that one thing, except for the one thing you want to give up. But any negative feelings you're having, go in that rock. And as you start to get that rock and you start to toss it in the air, yell, scream, whatever you want to do. But when you let it go and you know it's going to hit that ground somewhere, it starts the process of letting that go. Then you have to take at least 3 days to mourn the loss of that rock. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but I want you to actually mourn the loss of losing what you just let go of. At least 3 days. Then after that 3 days, I need you to go buy yourself or find yourself a pretty rock. And then put yourself back in. Go back and wash it clean again. Ask your higher power to put the most beautiful light in there that will capture any extra happy. Not take the happiness you already have. Just anything you're not using already. Any kind of happy memory, any kind of happy life, any kind of thing that you can think of. Start thinking about the positive things you want back in your life to replace the negative things that you just let go of. But there's one thing you need to replace. That one bad thing you let go of, you need to replace that one thing back with something you can fill that with too. So let's say you let go of Chris and your love for him. You're going to put self-confidence in myself and belief in myself back in. Do you get it? And I want you to do it for the exact amount of time you did it for the ugly rock. So if you did it for 3 days and prayed on that rock for 3 days, you have to do it for 3 days for the other rock. Once you're done, you can seal it. And then you say, whenever I need the energy of a positive life again, I want to be able to come to you and grab you like a battery. So all it does is store the energy for you until you're ready for it. And that's the rock ritual. All right, Jing. Thank you for being patient with me, Jingy. I see you're here, so I'm going to start to get ready. Why don't you throw me your numbers and your question? I think that's all I can really do for you today right now, Miss Divine, unless you want a reading or something like that. But I hope we brought you to a much more healthier place to be today. So, and that is a real psychological tool that was given to me by a real psychologist. I just gave it a little bit more spiritual spin to it. So I'm asking your higher power. Yeah, general reading whenever you want. Good, I'm glad. I'm cleansing the cards off as we speak for you, Jing. So, you're welcome. And that's the feeling you're going to start to have now. That relief now. When you start to do this rock, trust me, those feelings are going to start to go away. So, trust in that, and trust in yourself, and trust in your higher power. They will help you with this. Okay? Now, on to Jingy's reading here. I'm going to finish cleansing these cards off for you. Okay, they say ready. Here are your 10 official shuffles, Jing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you have a one God card message for you today, Jing. And you want to know a general reading. Kind of pissed right now? You're kind of mad right now? Oof. You wouldn't want to be the person you're mad at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and the 18th card. Oh. Are we ready for your general reading then, Jing? Oh, let's see what the cards have to tell you today, young lady. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. So let's talk about what you need to know and what you need to understand, Jing. Yes, you're at a point of decision. You know this right now, that you're in this big decision moment of what you really want to decide to do with the path that you are choosing to take. You've walked from the past to get to a place where you can make the better choice. Now you've seen what has been the past. You know what the past has to tell you, but can you face a new future, and where do you want to take that path going forward? You know my paths, the hard path of determination, the easy path of making a plan, and the unseen path of cutting through the BS that you keep putting up in your life. You know which ways you want to go and which way will be the best for you. It doesn't matter which direction you go as long as you're taking a step forward, not backwards. Yes, sometimes we have to take a step back in order to move forward, but in this case, you've done enough of the backward work. Let's move forward. Good morning, crypto. Jing, right now, this whole situation, from what I'm feeling right now, is designed to get you to look at your life in a new, different way. Showing you what your life can be if you move that dumb mirror out of your way. Because the unknown possibilities are before you. The unknown dreams are before you. Not the darkness and the abyss of whatever crazy crap the world will throw at you. It's time to express yourself in the best way possible by choosing which side of the mirror you're looking at. So decide which way you want to see your life again. Do you want to continue to look into the abyss, or do you want to start looking into the light? Do we want to move the mirror so the mirror is not even in the way anymore, so we can see both paths and start to walk that gray in between? It's another choice. How do you view the world? So what choices am I actually making with my life? What am I thinking about in my life? And what do I need to do with my life? Which is bring everything together. So now you've got to bring all the good parts of Jing together so that you can focus on the one thing that's the most important to you right now. Whether it's relationships, work, life, the lottery, all of that stuff. Yeah, play it, but play it responsibly. Listen to your person, but understand you're going to make your own choices and decisions should they might not agree with. And what if you win? Won't he feel kind of bad for telling you not if you win, right? What happens if you win and he sees, oh my God, you won, right? Yeah, exactly. So what if you win, right? And he doesn't think you could win. But the reason you're going through all of this right now, Jing, is you're building this nice, new, healthy home for a change. You put a good foundation down. You know what you want. You know who you are. You put up good safety walls. You know what to protect yourself from and what not to protect yourself from. You have made your life as easily to bear as possible so that the world, when it throws these free will choices at you, they hit your roof and they don't hit you. But now you're ready to walk out onto a new adventure and see the world in a way where you know you have your place you can always go back to that's safe for you, that's going to be good for you. But now you have to start to explore the world out there and see what else you can find, because that journey is going to take you to that home feeling inside. And that's what is coming for you, is this home feeling inside. And making you go through all of this is to get you to that point where you do integrate it. And this is you lighting that flame and saying, this is my life. This is the way I want it. This is how I want it to be. Now I'm going to live this life. And then your God card came to tell you, exactly, extinguish the past. Extinguish all of those little flames that used to be the arguments, that used to be the things you fought about. Put out all of those times when he wasn't there for you, when he didn't listen to you. Start getting into what he's doing now. Don't let the past keep that fire lit, that angry, resentful fire. No, we need to put that out and give him a true second chance. That might mean we need to give him time, space, and the ability to understand why we are doing the things we are doing. Because he might not understand that there's a part of you that still has to let go of that I feel scorned feeling, and I feel justified in some of the ways I think and feel. And you coming to those conclusions and understanding yourself very well and putting out the things that aren't going to be part of your journey right now, So it looks like you're headed towards a more complete you, a more complete life that you wanted it to be. That's what the home card is all about. And how you get there is by making choices that are better for you, which path you decide you want to take. So if you choose a hard path, that means you're going to make it through to the other side. You know you'll have to take a rest. You could take the unseen path. You know what the bullshit is. You can cut through it easy. You're a trooper. Hey, the easy path, what do I have to say? One step at a time. Off of my shoulders, I don't need to worry about it. But now I see my way forward through the light, not the darkness. Do I see my world through darkness, not the light? Which way do I choose to see the world? How do I bring it all together, the good and the bad, so that I can ignite my future? Remember that ignite card you keep getting? Well, here's the candle you need to put it on. So that's what I got for you today, Jing. Hi, Crypto. Crypto girl to the reading room. Crypto girl to the reading room. Cleansing your cards off as we speak. So whenever you're ready, Crypto, please let me know your numbers and your question for today. Until they come in, Jing, if you want to talk more about things, I'm still here with your energy. I just want to finish shuffling when they're here. Hey, Jing, thank you for the $10 tip. I truly appreciate that, Jing. Thank you so much, sweetie. Whenever you're ready there, Crypto. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to use that wisely. I'm going to use that for our movie date coming up on Friday. We can get popcorn. You just bought us popcorn. We couldn't afford popcorn before. Now we can afford popcorn. Yay. And yep, right back in the queue. You're more than welcome to join back in the queue. All right. So whenever Crypto's ready to give me her numbers and question, we'll get going, and then you'll be next after that, Jingy. Okay, I'm waiting for you to type. I'll take a small cigarette tobacco break here. I don't have any more green until Friday because we're saving a little bit of green so that we can go without any pain and kind of enjoy ourselves during Deadpool 3. So, and we're taking Metro Mobility, so we don't have to worry about, any of that stuff. So I'm going to take myself a smoky break while I wait. La 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 la. La la la. Just play a little bit of music while we're waiting for Crypto. Okay. I'm going to start to do your cleansing shuffle, though. Now I see your numbers, I can do that. Okay, let's find out. Tell me when you're ready for this question, guys. Okay. All right, here are your 10 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you have 2 God cards today there, Crypto. And here we go with the 21st card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And the 21st card is... You want to know if she's getting what she deserves. Okay. Let's find out. So, from what I'm getting from the higher ups, right? Since she's left the company, you're not going to like this answer, but she found what she was looking for. When she left the company, she was about as satisfied with the company as you were, okay? She went out looking for a new family, a new place to be. She was trying to find a different job. So, did she get what she wanted? Hopefully she got the job you think she got, but honestly, this card is all about being a lone wolf in the past. My father was a lone wolf in the past, so she's relying heavily on her own steam and her own business and her own way of doing things. So she found a family, but she didn't find it by fixing herself. Okay, so like I said, but you know, that's what she feels. She feels she's found a family and all of that stuff, and she's right where she wants to be. She thinks she's spreading her wisdom to people, and that could come back to bite her in the ass, because the way you train people are the way that people will do their job. So if she's not doing her job the right way, how can they do their job the right way? So just remember, there's a cause and effect here, that maybe the seed she's planting will come to bite her back in the ass. She's picked poison ivy. Yeah, well, that's what I mean by... But I meant that she's planting seeds in the place she's at. She didn't go anywhere, but she's depending more on herself. You want to know if she got what she deserved. Well, right now it doesn't look like she got anything that she deserved. That karma doesn't always work right away. Karma sometimes waits a little bit for you to get nice and comfortable and feel good about your life, and then pull the rug out from underneath you, because that's what you deserve. Okay? Right now, the cards are saying her life is going pretty much the way she wants to. You took away the one antagonist thing in her life. She's got it easier now because you're not there, because you're not a part of the problem anymore, to her uncredit, okay? But like I was telling Jing the last time, she's not seeing it in a positive way. She's acting out in a negative way because of the pressures on her, because the voices are on her, because everyone's on her to do a good job. She's still looking at it in a more negative way than a positive way, or she's trying to overcome that obstacle. So she's trying to overcome that obstacle of, do I let my past define me, or do I search for a brave new future? So I don't know if that's what you think she deserved, but that's what she's getting. And my karma demon over here said, nope, not yet. She says they're not ready to pull the rug out from underneath her yet. So give it a little time, is what they're saying, because they're waiting for a specific moment they can pull out the rug. So I'm sorry to say that nothing has really changed for them where they're at, but I tell you the truth. I don't tell you what you don't want to hear sometimes, so that's what I have to do. But your God cards are telling you that you need to communicate better with yourself, that you need to start to donate better to yourself again. And I keep getting this message for you, crypto. This self-care message for you. A lot. And I don't know why you don't want to do some of this. Or if you're doing this right now, I don't know why you're so concerned with everybody else other than yourself right now. And I don't know what's going on within you that you haven't communicated to us or anybody else. But there's a reason that you're holding back and a reason you don't feel like you deserve good things coming your way sometimes. Or people who are doing things against you or deserve to get the shit that they need to get. Like I said, I wish karma worked fast like that, but it doesn't always work that way. Trust me, I have good karma coming to me, but it's not all here right now. Because if they gave it to me all right now, I wouldn't have any left, you know. So she's going to be dealt her bad karma in her due time. But it's not quite yet. This new energy is so weird to get used to. I feel like I'm walking around in a dizzying cloud sometimes. You know, I feel like I'm half here, half not here. You know? And it's really, really weird feeling. Because I get this kind of like I feel like I'm in between sleep and awake. You know, I'm like astroplaning right now. Because I see you, but I also see everything else at the same time. It's really weird. I wish people could see what I see. I really do. Maybe then some people would understand me. Jang to the reading room. Jang to the reading room. Not much. Buddy! Gangs of six. Homie. Homies in the chat. Homies in the chat. Homies in the chat. Hey, everybody. Welcome my dear friend Games with Snakes into the chat. Oh my God. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. It's good to see you, my brother. I missed your day. I missed the nighttime because I fell asleep and I was stoned off my butt. Oh, God damn. I can't even do that right. GWS. You got your own damn command here. You know that, right? So go check out my brother from another mother, the home slice himself, the 420 content creator. He's an awesome party vibe. He's real. He's genuine. You got to go check him out. Please like and follow my good friend Games with Snakes. Yeah, exactly. And I know you've been busy with life and stuff like that. Yeah, of course you can, Jing. I'm doing pretty good, honestly. Life is, I mean, I'm getting more people in my readings. I'm having better conversations. Things are going pretty lit and are going pretty good with me right now, honestly. You know, I really don't have much to complain about, honestly. We're going to go see Deadpool on Friday. We're excited for that. We're going to get out of this house and go do something fun for a change. We don't get to do that very often, so I'm excited for that. Other than that, it's just going to be your standard lazy weekend. Recouping spoons and getting ready for the next week ahead. You know, July is coming to an end soon, and I've got an appointment on the 31st. And I will not be here on the 31st, guys. I've got a doctor appointment early in the morning that day, so I won't be here on the 31st of Wednesday. And I'm gearing up for my my 2-year affiliate anniversary, which is on the 17th of August. So that's what I'm doing. I don't have any guests or anything right now or anything like that. I'm just gonna have an awesome party vibe kind of a deal. So that's what I'm doing right now, my brother from another mother. All right, you gave me those numbers, and you want to know about you and Isaac, right? All right, here we go. Can I get a read for what's coming for you and Isaac? And they're telling me they're ready for you. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No God cards today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, and the 34th card. Yeah, I'm trying to make it a little bit more upbeat that day. It's going to be more of a celebration. We'll do a couple of readings, but it's really going to be about celebrating and talking about my journey and how I've been doing this for 3 years now. And, you know, I'm finally doing and living my purpose. I want to talk about that with people. I hope people come to support me that day. I put out the feelers for it. Hey, if you want to retweet that, I'd appreciate the shit out of that. So here we go with your reading, though, Jing, about you and Isaac, right? So thank you for that, Micah. Oh, great goddess. So, Jing, back into what you need to hear today for you and Isaac, right? We're back in, Jing. So it's good to see you, my brother. I'm going to get back to doing my readings right now. But if you want to jump in and get one, you're more than welcome to, friend. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy the vibe. Maybe I'll see you sometime soon. Either way, I love you. Give my best to Ada, and I'll talk to you later. All right, so Jing, when I see you're ready here, I'll start the reading. I just was talking with my friend for a second here, but I want to get back to you. I'm feeling your energy. All right, Jing, are you ready? Hopefully you're ready. So, Jing, when it comes to you and Isaac and what's coming for you, you know there's work to be done. You know that there's stuff that you have to improve in both of your lives. So there's work to be done. That's what the potential is. The potential to become everything you want you and Isaac to be is right there waiting for you. You just got to let it grow and continue to grow and continue to grow. So, and as you start to take in the world with Isaac, as you start to do this with him, you grow together and open up that leaf. And then you discover who you are as a couple. And that's the moment we're waiting for. We haven't gotten to that moment yet because we are pouring down our new foundation right now. We're deciding what we know what our potential to be. Now we have to start to put it into practice, though. Pouring down your foundation is all about saying to yourself, okay, I know my boundaries. I know what I want in a relationship. You know what you want in a relationship. I know your boundaries. We are healthy enough to talk about anything we need to talk about. We're both willing to listen. We're both willing to hear and communicate. We're both willing to do all the stuff it takes to make this be a positive, good relationship. But it takes both of you to pour it in at the same time. And it doesn't feel like Isaac's getting there, but he's not quite ready to be added to the mix quite yet. You know what I'm saying? He's getting there, but not quite ready yet. Now is the time for you, Jing, though, to claim your power. Tell the universe what you want it to give you. Tell it in the most exacting, completely way you can. So if you all want Isaac and you to get better, hey, and you just got subscribed by Michael with your Twitch Prime. Thanks, buddy. Whoop, whoop. Claiming your power is all about owning yourself and about owning your power and stepping up to the plate and saying, this is the life we need to live. We both need to do this together. We both need to claim that the power of Isaac and you, Jing, are more powerful than any other force out there in this world. You have to believe that with all of your heart. And then you have to use that power to live the life you say you want to live. So if Isaac has to communicate, you have to communicate. Equal, 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 equal. But we have to do this together again. And then we're finally starting to put together the big picture, right? The big picture of what's coming up next. So what are we weaving into our tapestry right now to make it be what we see in the future? Every artist, when they're starting to concept what they want to draw out there, okay? They think about why they're drawing. Yeah. And it's time to sing together. No more snatching the microphone. It's time to do a duet. You know what I'm saying? But that's the picture we want to see happen. And that means we both have to weave our both unique strands together to make something that we want it to be. Knowing what you want the result to be is what you see in the end is the big picture. This is how you get there, by owning the power of your love and owning that and taking ownership of that. You do that by pouring the right foundation down, by knowing what your real potential to be. The kind of relationship you want is what you want to get. So that's what's coming for you. You're going to get what you want, but it's going to take work to get there. Both of you are going to have to do it to get there. And there's no way I can tell you any other way than that. So the thing about you and Isaac is that your story's not done yet. You're still writing the story, and you're trying to skip to chapter 5 when you're only on chapter 3. You're going to miss the most important parts of the story if you keep trying to skip forward when you haven't even read the chapters before it yet. So that's kind of what they're saying to me is, you got to give it some time here. It's not going to be an overnight thingy. You're going to get what you want, but it's going to take a while to get there. Really good hard work on both of you. Okay. You're strong. You know what you want. It's time to ask him to put up or shut up too, you know. Hey, either you're with me or you're not with me. Are we doing this together or not? Come on, let's go. You know? Aerosmith, love that band. Welcome to my chat. Welcome to my stream. I am the Unknown Prophet. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I do ethereal fire readings. I help you put your world back on track and set your world ablaze. I will tell you what you need to know here, not necessarily what you want to know here. I am a very blunt, in-your-face kind of tarot reader, so I don't sugarcoat it. Okay? Here's how it works here since you're first-time chatter here. Please choose numbers wisely. Pick a shuffle amount, 1 through 10. Then pick your answer amounts. That's where the answers you seek will be in my deck, 1 through 52. Those are the only two numbers you need to worry about. Your shuffle amount and your answer amount. Everything else I will explain along the way. I am going to give you the reading that you really need to hear today. So be prepared for that. Because I'm feeling like sometimes people come in here expecting not to get their butt kicked. Well, sometimes I got to kick your butt. And if you do happen to get what I call a God card, I'll explain it when you get one. But, so, choose your numbers, and if you have a question you want me to answer, just put it simply in chat so I can understand it. If you want a general reading, just say general. And I'm going to start doing what I do for everyone. I always do a cleansing shuffle, which is a randomized shuffle where I energetically cleanse my cards off. Kind of like I'm washing my hands, only I'm doing it with cords. So, while you're thinking, if you have a question, please put it in chat. Otherwise, tell me what kind of reading you want. And I'm waiting for the cards to say, we're ready. Ooh, they like it here. Okay. All right, here we go. Here is your 6 official shuffles, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No God card, so I don't need to explain it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. And you want to know if you'll stay at your work or will I need to move, right? So let's see what it says for you. Okay. Okay, so, Aerosmith, just give me a second, I'm picking something up I'm hearing from my guys here. Okay. So basically, what I'm feeling and what I'm being told here is that the faith leap of faith card is all about trusting yourself and trying to take a move in your life you know you need to make, even though you're scared to do it. And I think that's what this is all about. Well, you need to move. I don't know if you need to move, but maybe you should move because maybe it's your turn to take that giant leap of faith and start to trust in your journey and your path. You might not be asked to leave work, but maybe asked to do something that is out of your comfort zone where you can overcome that fear you have of that being something you have to worry about anymore. So that work versus move, well, you move versus not move thing will be answered, but it's going to require you to take a leap of faith and trust in something. So let's say you trust in the fact that you will stay there. Then I'm going to trust that fact, and only when it is shown to me when I land onto that ground, because it's not about the jump. It's not about the landing part. It's the jumping part and getting you to jump part that we're trying to get you to right now. What we want you to see is what's underneath the surface of what's going on around you right now. So the reason that this is kind of coming up in your life right now is so that you do dig a little bit deeper. You're asking yourself those more deeper penetrating questions. Is this the place I still belong? Is this still fulfilling for me? Do I still feel like I have purpose? And part of that is also compounded by, am I going to lose my job? Am I going to have to move? Am I going to have to do this and this and this and this? So worry, worry, worry is on top of the shoulders. But we know that if we can take off the mask, a work mask, and just show that we are there for that person and we are there for that job, then right now what it's saying is look underneath the surface of why that would be and why you would need to move. Because I'm not sure you're getting the whole picture here. And I think you have to have more information. So it's kind of telling you to dig a little deeper when it comes to this question, because it's something where if you ask the right question to the right person, your worries would be quelled. Okay, but and they're not telling me who it is. So the leaf card is all about accepting change. So this leads me to believe that you might need to move, because that means accepting change, that you're going to go through this death part to regain that rebirth part so you can live a better life part. Does that make sense to you? So even if you still stay in the same company, it could mean a promotion, it could mean a demotion, it can mean a lot of different things. It could mean you work in a different area of your job. You're not necessarily losing your job, but you are going to a different area within the job. You know what I'm saying? It's change. So that's what that's telling me. It's just a change that's going to help you be making stronger. The reason you're going through all of this right now is to build up your resilience so that you are ready for whatever comes your way. The world's going to throw shit shows at us all the time. But how we protect ourselves against those things, now you're being prepared for the worst of the worst, so that when or if it does happen, you're prepared for it. But you don't need to be so prepared anymore, because you've already gained the armor you need to defend against that. You know what I'm saying? So even though you've been hit over and over and over again, it's only made your shield that much stronger, because every time it hits you, you go back out and you deal with the bumps on the shield. You make it stronger, because now you're compounding metal on top of metal on top of metal, and you make that armor even stronger, so that when you walk through this minefield next, you walk like you're on fire, like nothing can touch you. You know what I'm saying? And I know you're dealing with the shit show. And maybe that's the reason you need to think about moving on. And maybe that's the reason this is all coming up right now, to give you the opportunity to trust your path and trust yourself enough to say, yeah, you get it. So I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse here. But someone wants me to tell you that what happened to the heavy metal party animal crazy guy who just lived for life and zest for life. Does this make a sense to you? I'm seeing some kind of like a biker-like looking guy who's dancing on the floor, celebrating life, could give two fucks about anybody else. So I don't know if this makes sense to you, Aerosmith, but it's kind of got the Aerosmith vibe to it. So I don't know if this is you or it just feels like a very confident feeling. It could be a spirit guide. So it might not be someone who's related to you. It just might be one of your guides. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one of your guides. Now I am. So that is your reading for today, Arrow. If you have any more questions, feel free to pop back in the chat and join once again. I hope my advice helps you today and sends you to the day you can live today to be your best day ever. Crypto. You're welcome. And thank you for your energy and your time. That's the most precious gift you can give me. All right, cleansing the cards off for crypto. Cleansing the cards off for crypto. Cleansing the cards off for crypto. Neener, neener, boo, boo. What do you need to know this time, my lady? I know you're typing. Oh man. Gotta recoup the spoon or two. Okay, let's see what you have to say. My cousin Elena took offense when she visited from Minnesota 2 weeks ago. She stayed with me for the weekend and was having a huge argument on the phone with her ex-husband. When she got off the call, I told her to chill because there are children in the house. She acknowledged, however, went behind my back and lied to her mom and sister on the phone that I should have scolded her and yelled at her, LOL. I'm just curious to see what her state of mind is right now towards you. Okay. Let's get it done. 10 and 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5. You have 6 God cards. And I was on 7, right? I was on 7, right? 7 or 8. I know I was on either 7 or 8. Okay, just gonna go 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. I just picked one. There we go. Here we go, and here are the 14 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Very, very cool. So you want to know what her state of mind is right now, huh? After the argument. Right. Okay, state of mind time. Where is she at in her head, right? Especially after this argument that you guys had, right? So what is she feeling towards you? You know that feeling like you're beating a dead horse and you can't get the dead horse to move? She feels like that with you mostly. That she doesn't feel, right now, she feels like you need to pick up a lot of things, that you need to pick up a lot of change in your life, that there's some things that you need to work on that she doesn't think she can fix. And she just thinks that are your own issues and your own problems that you need to deal with on your own. But the change for in the past is you have to change. You want to change something about the past, but can't. You need to learn to how to move forward and forgive and forget and move forward from things. And that's kind of why you're getting the change card a little bit. Well, I know, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying you're the problem. I'm just saying that the change that needs to happen is partly, you asked me what her state of mind was. This is how she feels in her head, okay? It's not a commentary on you. You asked me how she feels in her head. This is what she thinks in her head. So, sit back, relax. She doesn't think you can make decisions. She doesn't think you know which direction you want to go. She's waiting for you to make a choice and make a decision on your life. She's still waiting for you to grow up. We have ads. Taking an ad break. Oh, well, I wasn't sure if you had ads or not, because you said you had an ads the last time, so I didn't want you to stop to miss out on anything. Okay, so what is she thinking about you in that head of hers? Yeah, oh crap ad, exactly. Tell me when the ads are done. Okay, back. Good. So, what else is going on in her head? She feels kind of trapped in this situation. Like, it doesn't matter which way she goes, she's always going to step on that crack that's going to annoy you. Like, she can't go make any move whatsoever without disturbing you or the force that is you. So she feels like she has to walk around on eggshells around you now. Because she is who she is. Thank you for your ad piece. I appreciate you coming here and putting your ad up there. We don't allow that stuff here, though, so ban you. Okay? But the thing is, the part of it is that she doesn't necessarily know. Yeah, and that's kind of the step on the cracks thingy, okay? Why she's going all through this? Because she's having a hard time figuring herself out. And you're the easiest outlet. I'm sorry that you got to be the person she had to beat up on, but she needed an outlet to get some of this crap out of her. But the exist card is all about getting your thoughts together and thinking everything through. So she's gathering up all of her thoughts. She doesn't really know what to think right now. She's still kind of in that what just happened kind of a moment. Deer in headlights. Oh shit, here comes the car. The car hits me. Now I have to get up and see if I can walk. You know what I'm saying? So she feels kind of attacked. She feels like you're questioning her existence, her path, her journey, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? She questioned. Well, just remember, whatever you do to somebody else comes back to you 3 times as good or 3 times as bad, crypto. So maybe that's why things aren't going so well right now, because you keep putting spells on people when you don't need to stop putting spells on people and start saying, I forgive you and I let you go. You know what I'm saying? Then you have 6 God cards too for this. So and then they're coming to tell you this. Yeah, exactly. That's the way you should do. Exactly. That's the way you should do. You know what's underneath the surface of this situation, Crypto. You know how it really is. I'm sorry, you aren't putting on a mask. Maybe she is, and maybe she feels justified in it. Okay? But you have to take a leap of faith with yourself first because the leap of faith is about trusting yourself and trusting your instincts. So if you feel a certain way about someone, I'm pretty sure your intuitions are on point. Okay? So trust your intuitions. If you feel like she's being in her head about things, she's probably in her head about things. If you know her very well, you can understand where she's coming from. But this is about you taking risk and taking a chance on finding out what's underneath your mask too. It's also time to tell you you've built up enough resilience now. Celebrate your life. You don't need any more protection. You need to celebrate what you already have. It's time to embrace the new freedom we gave you and start to glow like the brilliant, beautiful soul you are. You're wasting what we're giving you here. You know, the freedom that we gave you to choose a whole new, different way of living, and you haven't taken it yet and made yourself glow like that light bulb we need you to. Calling you out a little bit. That you need to be doing part of the work too. You can't keep blaming everyone for everything else. I don't care how much you justify it. What else do you want to know? Because I still got your energy here. And if I just clear you, you're just going to hop back in line. So I'm getting tired though. Yeah. No, just stay right here. Just tell me what you want to know. There's nobody else in line. That was my point. I know. But you are a magnet for drama because you have the ability to sort shit out. You get things done. You know? Yeah, you like everyone to get along. You're the mediator. You're the person who solves the problem, not the one who creates the problem. You know what I'm saying? But being a catalyst sometimes in somebody else's life isn't fun for you either. You know? Yeah, exactly. Cherish the times together, work better tomorrow. Exactly. That's what we all need to be doing. But we're all stuck in our own lives to not see that enough. You know what I'm saying? And you're absolutely right. So what else do you want to know? I mean, we've tried to answer the Stephen question to death. We've asked me about work stuff and all of that stuff. What about the? And that's probably wise. That's probably wise. Oh. What's your number? Pick a number 1 through 52. Because I still have your energy on these cards. I just need to clear off your reading. And all I have to do is go 1 through 52 now to get your answer. There we go. These cards don't count. Pick a number 1 through 52. And I'll give you a 3-card reading on it. You want me to shuffle? Okay. I'll shuffle 8 times. 10 shuffles, 8th card. You got it. I'll go it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you have a 1-2 God card answer on this one as well. And the 8th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the 8th card is. So you want to know about this interview, right? right, let's see here. All right. Crypto, the first thing I want to say is it can be whatever you want it to be, but you got all emotion cards here. Usually when you get all the same color cards, it means that this is going to be an emotional time for you to start with. So whatever this is, it's going to be a time to recoup, get your spoons refilled, try not to act out of anger or hate, try to act out of love. But when you're asking me if you're going to have a good time there, if you can let go, don't be angry at yourself for what you didn't do right. Know what you are doing right is the right thing. So don't live in your mistakes. Allow yourself to live in your successes, basically. Don't let your good things just keep you from being happy either. So when you reach happy upon happy, don't allow yourself to say things like, oh, I didn't get what I needed to get today, you know? Oh, excuse me, sorry. But the anger card usually shows up when we have to let go of something and we don't want to carry something from the past into our future. So learn the lessons you've learned. Oh, God damn it. Got the... Oh, I apologize. Getting the burpees. Oh, no, hopefully I'm done now. You done now? Good. But the point is that this is an important lesson. Maybe it's how to enjoy life. Maybe it's how to live in the moment. Maybe it's just being present and enjoying. The lesson of the life is to utilize what you've learned so far so that you can embrace a new future. So if you have learned your lesson, which I think you have, then you'll have to start to listen to those inner voices inside. Does this inner voice tell you that it's going to be a good job or not? You know the answers to this, and I think you have a good feeling about it because you know it's going to be positive. You know it's going to be the dream job you want it to be. Are you going to get that job? If you put everything you are into it, yeah, definitely, right there. And that means getting the right information and utilizing it and pouring it into your life. So all the information's coming together so you can utilize it in your life. And then you get the rain card, which means it's time to let all of that emotion out in healthier ways. You decide what kind of rain you want to be in your sky. You don't have to be any rain if you don't want to be. You can be a clear sky if you want. But if you have to let out emotions, if you have to let them fly free, then utilize them when they're appropriate to utilize them. Someone gets mad at them, use that moment to say, hey, I'm angry at you. Hands up. Okay, what do you want to ask? And you got 2 spirituals and 2 mentals. So that means it's a mental issue and a spiritual issue. So I think you will have a good time there, but it will be whatever you want it to be. These can be happy emotions too, Crypto. So this could be happy, joyful emotions you're letting out. The light, happy rain are all the good things we want to dance and sing in and play in the nice warm rain. We don't want to go in the cold, bitter rain. You know what I'm saying? So your emotions will come into play a little bit. So don't let whatever has happened in the past stop you from your bright future. Learn that lesson and learn it well to keep moving forward and keep being present. And then listen to that inner voice inside of yourself and listen to it well, because it will guide you the rest of the way. That's the lesson. And to use your emotions wisely, and when you need to use them all the way. So if you need to cry, utilize that moment. When you're sad, cry. When you're angry, utilize that moment. And that's why you're going through everything. What are your God cards? Jesus Christ. Two cards. Enjoy what's coming your way. And this is about your job. I think you're going to have a joyful moment here. And you got the Whale's Joy card too. So you get 2 joys for the price of 1. Don't be so stubborn to let your problems get in your way. Swim through the issue. Don't swim around the issue. Come up for that fresh breath of air and zest for life and go back into the ocean with that joyful cry. And enjoy your life and enjoy what's coming for you. Because good things are on their way. We just haven't given them to you yet. Yeah, boom baby is right. You know, certain parts of your life are starting to improve. Certain parts of your life aren't starting to improve, you know, because that's part of your journey to learn this and to understand this and go through this. There are some things I wish I could tell you, but you need to go through them. I can't tell you how to do that. That's something you have to experience. So there's some things you have to go experience in order to get the things you want. And it's a free will game world out there, so I can't see every possibility you would make in this exact moment because you haven't made up your mind yet. Once you've made up your mind concretely, I'll probably see that future rather than the future of confusion and not what. But I think you got this, girl. I think you got it, you know. Go into that interview feeling confident, proud. Show who you really are. Show them the kind of emotional person that you can be, the kind of person who fights for the people that they love. You know, stuff like that. You know? So you get a little bit more positive end to your note. They want you to succeed, Crypto. They're not trying to make you fail here. You know? They do not want you to fail. They are trying to cheer you on, but sometimes they got to let you get a boo-boo once in a while so you know how to ask for help, or you know what to ask for, or you know what you need in order to fix it. That's all they can do, is give you signs, pointing you the right direction. Sometimes you got to go through a shitstorm in order to get to the happiest moment of your life. And if you do fail, that was a part of it, and you learned something from that. Hey, first time chatter, thank you very much for coming in here and giving me your ad. We do not invite those things here. Thank you very much, and please go away. Okay, I want to go see what's going on in the world real quick. I think I'm going to head off for today. I want to go see if there's anybody out there who could use some positivity, some people there. We could go play street. Looking for a tarot reader. If I can find a tarot reader. Ooh, I know. We'll go here. I really like this new girl that I'm going to here. I'm going to go to Lyra's TV. That's where we're going to go. And if you want to come along with me, you can come along with me. But we're going to go to Lyra TV for right now. Because she's the only tarot reader out there online. And I like her. She's cool. So if you like her, please like her and follow her, please. We're going to get going on our raid. Raid message number 1. If you are a subscriber, non-subscriber, raid number 2 or raid 1 if you are a subscriber. We're going to go give her a really big, beautiful raid. We're going to get out of here for today. So we're going to play the pretty music on the way out. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Their magic spreads everywhere. In the heart of the woods, where secrets are kept, the witches commune where the greenwood has slept. They speak to the trees, to the sky and the earth, in nature's embrace, with reverence and no shame, beneath the moon's glow, where the nightingales sing. The witches' enchantments in the air do they fling, with the caress of the breeze and the kiss of the flame. They honor the gods with reverence and no shame. So hear the tale of the witches so bright.
I agree. You know what it is? that founders badge means the world to me. Like the first 10 people who freaking subbed, Profit! Hi, Profit! The first 10 people who subbed mean like Goliath, Hanks is not here, Lucifer, I'm missing some others. Like, it means the world to me. And so, of course, Goliath is VIP. Like, everybody's VIP, but Goliath is like VIP. That's why I had to bump him up. I'm like, hold up. Him being 4th on the list don't make no damn sense. Anyway, you hear, not saving? I think she thinks that you don't like her like that, but part of her feels like you do. She's like, she's unsure. I think she knows I like her, but I said it in a way that wasn't 100% sure. And I've been thinking about writing a letter and like, oh my god! I love you, Prophet! Oh my god, you're so cool. Wait, does that mean you have a founder's badge? Hold up, Prophet. I think he has one. There was like 2 left, I think. Hold up. I think he has a founder's badge. I think he should. Thank you for subbing. Did the Batman thing come up yet? Did I miss it? Did I miss the Batman thing? But do that. Yes, she would love that because she's curious. Damn it, you didn't see Batman. Oh, don't worry. Well, hold on.
Yep, I got the founder's badge.
I'll do it. Hold on. Point being, though, I think she's very into you. Okay, good. Okay, I'm like, where the hell is Batman? He's late. Bat signal. But yeah, I'll make it more like flamboyant, but like it was supposed to be Batman.